Alright, my name's Pittard, and I grew up on a tobacco farm, and I'm going to teach y'all how to run through a basis of how to grow tobacco in an efficient way. Prepping the field, you're going to cultivate it, plow it, and perfect it. And by perfecting it, it means to put it in nice rows and for the plant to go through. And cultivating just is making it fine. And plowing is just basically turning up the dirt. And that's basically what that does, is just makes it easier. It's like in a three-step form. You're going to plow it, cultivate it, and then perfect it. That was a picture. Planting, here's an example of what a planter would do. This is an antique tobacco planter. Planting can be done in a variety of ways depending on how large your farm is. You can have this, a 2-row planter for a smaller farm, and a bigger 4-row planter for a large scale farm. Like, y'all can, if y'all want to try it out, y'all can see how it works. All you have to do, you shoot the plant through this, and you put like fertilizer. If it's non-organic or organic, you can put like certain types of things in there, and all you have to do is push it into the ground and open it up, and then as you do it, you just let it slide back and it covers it back up. If y'all want to try it out, y'all can. That's basically all you have to do. It's not very hard to do. And that right there, I found it cost $150 to get right there from a thrift store. But Dad wanted it, so he got it. Hey, you want to try it out?
Yeah.
And for being so old, it's actually, with the springs and everything, the way it's put together, it's pretty modern for when this thing was made. It was made probably like early 1900s. Alright, that's it for planting. Maintaining. One thing that is important is you're going to have to irrigate. That can be done through drip irrigation or a pump, which is a broadcast. You know, like you see on the yard, it's like it just shoots it around. But this is on a larger scale. It's run with a diesel a motor, and what it does, it shoots like compression, and it'll be able to shoot a string like 50 yards out, and you'll have like a variety of sets that'll shoot off. And what you do is that a pump, you put it in a pond, and it has like a strainer, and it'll just pick it up and shoot it back to the field. And that's probably one of the hardest things to do when you're tobacco farming, because you got to pick up the pipe, and this is in the hot sun, and the pipe gets hot, so you have to wear gloves and everything, and it burns. Cultivating, like when you have a tobacco plant about that tall, is about the time you want to stop, because it broadcasts over. And what it does is just keeping the weeds out of it and keeping the dirt fresh. Topping, what you're going to do for topping is topping, you want to take the flower off of the tobacco. When it reaches a certain point of growing, tobacco shoots off the flower. So what you want to do is break that off to make it focus on growing the leaves instead of growing up. In pest control, I actually found this. There's a way to use this one pesticide that you can for insects. It's called nicotine sulfate. It's a mineral that's actually extracted from tobacco, but the insects actually do not, it's very, very dangerous for them to eat it, because it's kind of like an overdose per insect, and it'll just pass out. Types of irrigation, that was the pictures. I'm sorry. Cool. All these pictures. We'll harvest. This is the main important part. This is, I'll open it up and show y'all. Harvest is a very tricky time. It can make and break your crop. You're going to start to pull tobacco. This is not how it comes out of the field. This is how it's cured. But it turns like almost a greenish yellow. It's called turning. And that's what the time that you won't want to pull. And you'll pull like sets off of the plant. You'll go like halfway up and come back next week and pull it again. But this is what happens when you send it in a tobacco barn and it sits in a hot air for about a week or two and it gets crisp. Y'all can check that out and smell it. It's got a real cool smell. That's like the sap that breaks off of it. And at the end of this, when you're in the tobacco, at the tobacco barn, you'll have a compactor, and you'll put all of these in there, and it'll basically like this big square bell, but it's up tobacco, and you shoot wires through it, like wires like this right here, and you'll shoot them through, and it basically clamps together, and it just, you put it down, and it comes back up, and it tightens it real tight, and you'll send this off to the market for sale. And that was my reference. Is there anything else y'all want to know about that?
How do you top it? You just send out a huge bunch of people?
Yeah, you send out a big crew, and you